Hello and welcome back for another episode of the Accessible Technology Podcast, where you get a chance to learn about the everyday tech that is accessible for disabled people, as well as what isn't, and also get to hear tips on how everyday technology can become more accessible. My name is Phoebes, and I am a blogger, vlogger and podcaster who is paralysed from the neck down, meaning I can't breathe without the help of a ventilator or a tracheostomy tube, and I also can't move anything other than my head, which is why everything that you hear in this podcast is coming from the point of view of someone who actually uses all technology or most technology by putting either a chopstick or a stylus in her mouth and using tech that way. But anyway, hope you enjoy the episode. This podcast is available to listen to on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Audible, Google Podcasts and Spotify. So if you would like to follow, or if you like what you are hearing, please follow and consider sharing as well if you think someone else would be interested in this as well. In this episode, you're going to be hearing my thoughts on my mid-2015 15-inch MacBook Pro, which was uploaded to the YouTube channel on the 26th of July 2019, and is actually more commonly referred to as my Book Mac, as it is the one that I now use more so for just writing the book, because the storage is more difficult to put up with if you are doing a book, editing a podcast, creating video files and everything else as I am. So yeah, that's why we call that the Book Mac. However, like all of the other episodes that I have done so far, if you would like to see the video that I actually did upload and the video version of that episode, you can find it by going into the episode notes and clicking on the link over to it, because it will be right down there. And yeah, that's all there is really to say about that. But before I get too far into this episode and get the review in as well, here's a couple of notes about the 2015 15-inch MacBook Pro that I would like to give you just beforehand. One of the older Mac models as of 2023, it is actually one of Apple's last Retina models. It was the first to feature a Force Touch Trackpad, and the last to include a full array of ports. It also comes with 16 gigabytes of memory, with a choice of up to 256 gigabytes or 512 gigabytes of storage, which is, I know, laughable compared to the other more up-to-date models that you get in today's world. And you also get a 720p HD camera, which is already built in. The ports that you get include a MagSafe 2 power port, a 2 Thunderport 2 ports of up to 20 gigabytes per second, 2 USB 3 ports of up to 5 gigabytes per second, an HDMI port, have 3.5mm headphone jack for anyone who still uses wired headphones, and an SDXC card slot for anyone who uses them. However, that 2015 15-inch MacBook Pro can also operate Bluetooth keyboards and trackpads, and like all Mac laptops, the computer I think costed around 1,200 or more when it came out. But with it now being an older brand, you can now get refurbished versions of it for as low as £282, with others going cheaper than that, making it perfect for anyone who just wants to type up paperwork or who just wants to own a Mac for the point of owning a Mac, whether that is for schoolwork or for actual work. But now, let's get straight in to the review. The 2015 15-inch MacBook Pro with Retina display is the larger of two Pro laptops designed by Apple and available in silver. Made with a diagonal 15.4-inch LED backlit display, 2880 by 1800 native resolution at 220 pixels per inch, with support for graphics, supported scale resolutions, 300 nits of brightness, a standard colored gamut, and a 900 by 1 contrast ratio. We also have two choices of processors: the 2.2 GHz plan, including a 2.2 GHz quad-core Intel Core 17 processor with turbo boost up to 3.4 GHz, and with 6MB shared L3 cache, or the 2.5 GHz plan with 2.5 GHz quad-core Intel Core i7 processor, with turbo boost up to 3.7 GHz and 6MB shared L3 cache. So what else is there to say about it? When you first get the 15-inch MacBook Pro, you see it comes in a white box with Apple's special plastic over it. After tearing it off, you can see information at the back with the main picture of the product on top of the lid and the product title on the side. Inside, you get the 15-inch MacBook Pro with some information and Apple stickers, a charger and a charging block. This MacBook Pro is lighter than previous generations, with its height being 0.71 inches and 1.8 in centimeters, and its weight being 4.49 pounds and 2.04 kilograms, giving it an older model. Newer models will have got lighter over time, but it would help a lot if it did get a bit lighter, because it would make it safer for people who can't lift it as easier as others. There are ports at the side which are used to charge, plug in USBs and other pen drives, as well as one for the wire of wired headphones to go into, but it also supports wireless. It also includes a Force Touch Trackpad, which can be accessed by a harder click and can bring up contact amp no matter where you click on it. Aimed at people working in film, photography or any other creative market, it has Intel Iris Pro graphics, 2.2 GHz to 256 gigabytes or GHz to 512 gigabytes, dual display and video mode, supporting full native resolution up to 3840 by 2160 pixels, Thunderport digital video output, HDMI video output, and a 720p FaceTime HD camera. As someone working within photography, video production, graphics and writing, the 2015 15-inch MacBook Pro is a good laptop which has been able to show all my work in good definition. It takes a long time for the storage and memory to fill up, which works for me as I often have to work with big documents. My only bit of criticism is that it's hard for me to do a Force Touch on a trackpad, and since I got my laptop in mid-2015, I've also struggled with doing a right click. I fixed this a few months ago by changing the two-finger right click to a right trackpad tap to allow me to do it. But in future versions, I would like for this to be available during the setup. But overall, I would give the 15-inch MacBook Pro 10 stars. So after listening to this review of the 15-inch MacBook Pro, what did you think of it? Did you get it back when it first came out? And if you did, are you impressed by how long it has lasted, if it has lasted at all? Or are you more disappointed? And if you didn't even buy it, does this make you seem interested in getting one compared to one of the other models? And if you want a Mac to help with schoolwork or other work or with anything else, do the costs of this Mac make it sound more interesting to you? And why is that? If you would like to pass on some of your thoughts to me, you can include them in a review or wherever you are listening to this on, as well as via the contact page over on my Phoebes Loud Tech Review site, which is linked below, or on my other website, which is over at phoebeloud.com. If you are interested in watching the other videos on accessible technology that I've done over the years, you can find more over on my PL Tech Reviews YouTube channel. And if you would like to see a couple of my accessible tours and reviews, as well as my film, TV, theatre reviews and political videos, you can see them by searching for Phoebes Loud Journalism on YouTube, which I aim to update at least twice a week, or I will be getting back into doing so quite soon tonight. You can also follow my other podcast, the Phoebes Loud Podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music or Audible, Google Podcasts and Spotify, where you get everything I cover on Phoebes Loud Journalism in podcast form, with some tech news also stuck in there as well. But anyway, that's all for now. So the next episode that comes out will be a review of the Apple TV 4K first generation TV box that I have. So I hope you look forward to that one coming out. So thanks for listening to this complete podcast episode the whole way through. And please follow if you like what I'm doing. I plan to update this podcast twice a week, but it really doesn't follow a set schedule as of yet. You can contact me on Twitter by tweeting at PhoebesLow or by following me on Instagram over at the real PhoebesLow. And you can also follow the technology review site, the PhoebesLow Tech Review site as well, through all the links in the description, but by also going over to the Twitter account for the website, which is PL Tech Reviews, and to follow the Instagram account for us as well, which is PL Technology Reviews. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!